Alright, what's up YouTube family? Today's video is all about showing the ladies that you can do it too. What am I talking about? Yard cleanup. So I'm showing you a before picture. Leaves everywhere. Grass is a little bit out of control. Beds unkept. Need some work, right? Yeah, need some work. So check it out. This is what it looks like now. And this is what it looks like now. So I'm going to take you on a journey with me today, showing you how I do yard cleanup. Don't be afraid of it. And I'm talking specifically to the ladies. What you'll find out is that you'll probably put a lot of attention to detail into it, and you get a little bit exercise while you're doing it. So check it out, y'all. Okay, here we go. Gloves. It's gonna help absorb the shock from the weed eater. Brim for the sun, and you always should have safety goggles on, y'all. Especially when you're weeding, cutting grass, that kind of stuff. Put your safety goggles on. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I finished doing phase 1 of 4 phases of this cleanup. That first phase was the whole weed eating process. I'm one of those type people, I like to do all the trim work first, and so that when I do the final phase, which is cutting, all of that debris is sucked up by my lawnmower and everything looks nice and pristine. That's just the way I like to do it. Some folks like to do weed eating after cutting, but I like to do it before. So I've completed phase 1, which is the weeding process. So now what I'm going to do, as you can see all these leaves here all over the place, and they're like that all over the yard. I'm going to get my blower and blow them out into the middle of the yard. And once I've done the blowing, which is phase 2, I'm then going to go and start on that mulch pile again. Let me spin it around and let you see what I'm talking about. That mulch pile down there, I'm going to actually fill up some of the beds with the mulch, and I'll show you the finished product afterwards. But yeah, so I'm going to do phase 3, which is mulching, and then the final phase will be cutting. All right, so you'll see me doing a little bit of blowing, and then I'll bring you back after I commence with phase 3, which is mulching. Okay, y'all, phase 3 is underway, which is mulching. As you can see over there by my elderberry, let me see if I can zoom in on it. I put mulch around that already, and I'm going to put mulch around my rose bed, and then one other bed, which I'll show you once I get over there. But this is the pile that I am shoveling from. Let me zoom out a bit for you. I'm almost finished with filling up this barrel full. I'll fill it up, take it over to the rose bed, get it finished, and then come back and wheel some more. But this is the 3rd phase of this cleanup of the backyard today, and that is getting some more of this mulch out. As you can see, I've been slowly chipping away at all of this pile of wood chips that I had delivered about a month ago, and I'll keep chipping away at it until it's all gone. This isn't new to me. I've had this before, and it took me a minute to get it all done, but I did get it done. So I've just got a bunch of beds around here that need it, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to really shovel all this stuff. It's some manual work, but I enjoy it. I just love being out here and taking care of my garden, taking care of my yard. My front yard is even bigger than this backyard, so I don't do a whole lot of filming in the front yard, but I am going to show you some of the cleanup that I intend to do in it before this cold comes in. You know, we're right into the beginning of fall now, so just getting everything ready for when the cold comes in. But let me go ahead now, get back to work, because I've still got phase 4, which is cutting back here. You know, I've got 4 dogs, so I don't like a yard that's got a bunch of holes dug in it from dogs. So I train my dogs not to dig holes in my yard. And one of the things I do to try to keep that at a minimum is to keep the poop cleaned up. So I clean up dog poop just about every day. Again, from 3 dogs, and 2 of them are big dogs, so I'm at that every day. But I don't cut my grass with dog poop all in the yard. I do that. That's the very first thing I do, is scoop up dog poop out of the yard to make sure I'm not cutting over dog poop. But you'll see once everything is done, it'll be nice, neat, and clean. And the leaves and grass that I cut, you see that compost bin there that I am focusing on. Let me get you in there to see it. all that debris goes in there and breaks down and turn into good compost for me to use in my garden and so forth. But I'll get back to work and show you a little more, and then bring you in as well when I start cutting the lawn. Trying not to use that back, y'all. Trying to use the legs. You don't want to throw your back out when you're doing this kind of stuff. So try to use your legs as much as possible. Use your abs also to support everything. So that means squeezing those abs in. All right, so let's get this finished. All right, there you go, all done. Now I just basically nicked the top of the grass just to kind of make it nice and neat. Got up most of the leaves, but you know, it's fall, wind blowing, so there will probably be more leaves by tomorrow, but at least the grass is even. Okay, nice and clean from what it was when I first showed you. I'm just going to show you the beds that I decided to work on today with the mulch. This is a rose bed, and I filled it with mulch. I've got a ton more beds to go, y'all, but I decided to do this bed and the one I showed you prior, which I'll show you again, because the day is getting away from me. So I needed to at least go ahead and get it cut while I still had good daylight. But yep, nice and clean. My dogs, they love it. Look at them. They love it when it's clean as well. Sam and Chucky and Mr. Hachi chilling over there in the shade. And sometimes I have 4 dogs here. When Mr. Ralph brings Miss Jasmine here, she's a Malinois, and when I tell you she is super active, it's like crazy, madness. But again, the yard is nice and clean again, and I try to keep it that way because I've got pets, and I hate a pooped up, nasty, I gotta be watching myself walking type of yard. I don't like that. So Mr. Ralph, he is really great with keeping my lawn equipment working for me. My mower was down about a week ago, and he took care of that, got it going again. But I appreciate him for doing that, because I like to get out here and keep my property looking nice. You know, I'll go out in the front because I'm on a corner lot, and of course it pulls in all the trash. So I am constantly with my trash stick picker, grabber, whatever you want to call it, that little grabber stick, picking up trash. Again, because I like to keep my property looking nice. I don't want it junked up, you know. We don't have money like the ones who live uptown in the big fine homes, but you know what, y'all? We can make what we got look nice. All right, just a little bit of elbow grease. That's all it takes. Pick up the trash around your own yard. If everybody did that, the community would be clean. That's all you got to do. Pick up the trash in your own yard. But this is the other bed that I put the mulch in. I got a bunch of them up front to do, and a couple of more big ones back here to do. But I'll get it done little by little. Here's my compost bin where I've dumped some of the grass clippings in there, and that stuff will break down. At some point, I'm gonna pull everything out, flip it, because I know it's got some good stuff at the bottom down there. I may even build a second compost bin at some point so that I can keep them both flipped. But yeah, that thing is a lifesaver for me. All right, but there it is. You can do it, ladies. If I can, you can. Don't take a whole lot. It's really just mental. A lot of the stuff is just mental. Just put your mind to it and do it. That's it. Phase 1 was doing my weed eating. Phase 2 was blowing all the leaves out in the middle of the yard so I could pick them up with the mower. 3 was to put out a little bit of mulch, and 4 was cutting the lawn just to make it look nice and neat. And there we go. All right, I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. And make sure to hit that like button. Tell me what you think. Leave me some comments. Come on, family, my own family. Y'all come on. Hit the like button and leave some comments. And that's gonna do it. This is Sunday 7 with AN-T-NEES. And thank you again for hanging out. These are the Honky Tonk Chronicles. Peace and blessings. Have an amazing rest of your day.